December 22nd, 1995, Saturday afternoon. 4:17 p.m. Brooklyn. The Toys R Us on Flatbush Avenue. 3 days before Christmas. The parking lot is packed. Families rushing. Kids bundled in winter coats. Everyone desperate. Everyone stressed. Everyone trying to make Christmas happen with whatever money they have left. Inside, the store is chaos. Fluorescent lights buzzing. Aisles crowded. Shopping carts overflowing. Kids running, crying, begging. Parents counting money in their heads. Calculating, deciding, choosing between what their kids want and what they can actually afford. The math never works. Not in Brooklyn. Not 3 days before Christmas. Not when you're working 2 jobs and still coming up short. Biggie walks in at 4:17 p.m. alone. No entourage. No bodyguards. Just him. 395 pounds in a black puffer jacket and Timberlands. Baseball cap pulled low. Trying to be invisible. Trying to blend. Which is impossible when you're Biggie Smalls. When you're the biggest rapper in New York. When your face is on every magazine and your voice is on every radio station. But he tries anyway, because he's not here for attention, not here for recognition, just here to buy something for Tiana, maybe a doll, maybe a bike, something to make his 3-year-old daughter smile on Christmas morning. He grabs a cart, starts walking. Aisle 3, dolls and action figures. A mother and her daughter are standing there. The girl is maybe 6, wearing a worn pink coat, too small. She's holding a Barbie. The Dream House edition. Eyes wide, hopeful. Mommy, can I get this one, please? Pure joy, pure belief that Christmas magic is real. The mother looks at the price tag, $49.99. Her face changes. Hope drains out, replaced by math, by reality, by the cruel calculation of bills and rent and the $23 left in her wallet. Baby, that's too expensive. Let's find something else. The mother's voice is gentle, trying not to break her daughter's heart, but failing, because 6-year-olds understand rejection. But I really want this one. I've been good all year. The girl is pleading, not understanding that being good doesn't change mathematics, doesn't change poverty. I know, baby, but we can't afford it. Maybe next year. Put it back, okay? The mother's eyes are wet, trying not to cry in the Toys R Us on Flatbush Avenue. The girl puts the Barbie back, slowly, sadly, and Biggie sees it, all of it, the hope, the rejection, the mother's tears, the daughter's disappointment, the quiet devastation of poverty playing out in aisle 3. He keeps walking. Aisle 5, video games. A father and his 2 sons, looking at a Sega Genesis, $189. Dad, everyone at school has one. Can we get it? The older boy is negotiating, maybe 10 years old, using every argument he can muster. The father is looking at the price tag, then at his wallet, running the numbers, knowing it won't work, knowing he'll disappoint them. Boys, I'm sorry. We can't do it this year. Money's tight. It's okay, Dad. We understand. The boy says it, but his face says disappointment, says another year of not having what everyone else has. Biggie keeps walking, but he's not shopping anymore. He's watching, witnessing, seeing the same scene repeat in every aisle. Parents counting change, kids putting toys back, quiet disappointments, and something shifts in him, because he remembers being that kid, remembers his mom choosing between presents and electricity, remembers when Christmas was small, when magic was a luxury they couldn't afford. He walks to customer service. A manager is there. Name tag says, Patricia. Biggie waits. When she's free, she looks up, sees him. Recognition flickers. But she's professional. Can I help you? Yeah, I need to talk to you. Somewhere private. Voice low, serious. Patricia hesitates, then nods. Follow me. She leads him to an office in the back. Small, cluttered. She closes the door. What's this about? Biggie doesn't sit. I want to buy out your store. Patricia blinks. Excuse me? I want to buy out your entire inventory. Everything. For the next 2 hours. Every kid that comes in. Every family. They can take whatever they want. Free. I'll pay for it all. Voice steady. Matter of fact. Patricia stares. Processing. Sir, I don't understand. For 2 hours. For 30 to 6:30. Whatever people take, I pay for. All of it. Biggie pulls out his wallet. Thick with cash. That could be $50,000. Maybe more. This is 3 days before Christmas. They'll take everything. Patricia's trying to make him understand. I know. That's the point. I'll give you $75,000 cash right now. That should cover it. Biggie starts counting. Hundreds. Stacks of hundreds. Patricia's mind is racing. This is insane. This is impossible. This is the kind of thing that doesn't happen in real life. People don't just walk in with $75,000 cash and buy out stores for strangers. Why? Why would you do this? You don't know these people. Because I was those kids. 20 years ago. 15 years ago. 10 years ago. I was that family. I know what it feels like to put toys back. To watch your mom count change and realize it's not enough. To watch her cry because she can't afford to make Christmas magic. To wake up Christmas morning to practical gifts instead of dreams. And I can fix that. Today, for 2 hours. I can make it different for 200 families. So I am. Biggie's voice is quiet, personal, real. This isn't about publicity. Isn't about being Biggie Smalls. This is Christopher Wallace, a kid from Brooklyn who remembers, who hasn't forgotten, who has the power to change things and chooses to use it. Patricia's eyes are wet. And you want to stay anonymous? No credit. Just tell them it's a Christmas miracle. Anonymous donor. Don't say my name. This isn't about me. It's about them. About those kids. Biggie finishes counting. $75,000 on Patricia's desk. Patricia counts it, confirms it, looks at Biggie, at this massive man who just decided to buy Christmas for Brooklyn. Okay, we'll do it. For 30 to 6:30, everything free. Good. And Patricia? Biggie's heading to the door. Yes? Make it special. Make it loud. Make sure every family knows. Make sure every kid gets to feel the magic. And he's gone. Out of the office. Moving toward the exit. Not staying. Just leaving. For 28 p.m. Patricia's on the intercom. Voice shaking. Attention Toys R Us shoppers. I have an incredible announcement. Thanks to a very generous anonymous donor, for the next 2 hours, everything in this store is free. Yes, you heard that correctly. Free. Whatever you want. Whatever your kids need. It's all free. Merry Christmas from an anonymous friend. 3 seconds of silence. Complete silence. Everyone frozen. Processing. Then chaos. Beautiful chaos. Screaming. Crying. Laughing. Running. Parents grabbing carts. Kids sprinting. People calling family. Get to Toys R Us right now. Everything's free. Get here now. The mother with the daughter. The one from aisle 3. She's crying. Full crying. She grabs her daughter. Runs back. Grabs the Dream House Barbie. Then another. Then 5 more. Toys she never thought she could afford. Toys that will make Christmas morning magical. The father with the sons. He grabs the Sega Genesis. Then games. Then controllers. Everything his boys wanted. Piling it in the cart. Laughing. His sons jumping. Screaming. Hugging. Dad, this is the best Christmas ever. Biggie's sitting in his car. Black Mercedes. Parked across the street. Windows down despite the cold. December wind cutting through. But he doesn't care. Smoking a cigarette. Watching. Just watching. Through the store windows, he can see the chaos. The joy. The families running. The kids screaming. Cart after cart rolling out. The magic happening in real time. And he's smiling. Really smiling. Not the Biggie Smalls smile for cameras. Not the controlled, calculated smile of the king of New York. The Christopher Wallace smile. The real one. The one that comes from deep inside. From knowing you just changed lives. Made memories. Created joy where there was only disappointment moments ago. An old woman exits the store. Must be 70. Moving slow. Cart full of toys. More than she can possibly carry. More than she ever thought she'd have. She's crying. Happy tears. Overwhelmed tears. Grateful tears. A store employee helps her load the car. She keeps saying, "Thank you. Thank you. God bless whoever did this. God bless them." Over and over. Like a prayer. Like gratitude made into words. Because there aren't enough words for what she's feeling. A young couple. Early 20s. Probably first Christmas with their baby. They come out with a cart overflowing. Stroller. Car seat. Clothes. Toys. Everything a new parent needs and can't afford. The mother is sobbing. Full body sobs. The father has his arm around her, holding her up, saying something Biggie can't hear from across the street, but their faces say everything. Say relief. Say joy. Say Christmas is saved. Say their baby will have everything. Say the impossible just became possible. Family after family, cart after cart, toys and games, and bikes and dolls and everything. Everything they needed. Everything they wanted. Everything they thought was impossible, all made possible by $75,000 and one man who remembered. 6:27 p.m. 2 hours almost up. The store is nearly empty, shelves bare. Patricia's doing the math. $73,812. Under budget. The $75,000 covered it all. 206 families. 206 Christmas mornings saved. 206 kids who will wake up to magic. 206 parents who won't have to explain why Santa skipped their house. Biggie's still in his car, still watching. The last families leaving, loading cars. Kids carrying toys bigger than they are. Parents crying happy tears. Strangers hugging strangers. Shared miracle. He starts the engine, drives away, never tells anyone. Not Puffy, not his mom, not anyone. Just keeps it private. Keeps it between him and God and the 206 families who will never know his name. Will only know that someone cared, someone helped, someone made magic real. 13 years pass. December 22nd, 2008. Patricia's retiring from Toys R Us. 32 years with the company. Retirement party at a restaurant in Brooklyn. Colleagues, friends, family, sharing stories, sharing memories. Someone asks about her favorite memory, her best day, the moment she'll never forget. Patricia doesn't hesitate. December 22nd, 1995. 3 days before Christmas. A man walked into my store and handed me $75,000 in cash. Counted it right there on my desk. Said he wanted to buy out the entire inventory for 2 hours. Make everything free. For everyone. Every family. Every kid. No credit. No recognition. No press. Just wanted to help families who couldn't afford Christmas. The table goes quiet. Everyone listening. This sounds impossible. Like something from a movie. 206 families. 2 hours. $73,000 worth of toys. Gone. Free. The most beautiful chaos I ever saw. Parents crying. Kids screaming with joy. People calling relatives to get to the store. Joy everywhere. Pure, unfiltered joy. And the man who paid for it all? He sat in his car across the street, just watching, smoking, smiling, then drove away when it was over. Never asked for thanks. Never wanted recognition. Never told anyone. Who was it? Someone asks. She hesitates. He's dead now. Gone 11 years. Maybe it's time people know. The Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. He walked into my store 3 days before Christmas 1995 and bought Christmas for 206 Brooklyn families. And nobody knew. Until now. The story spreads. Fast. Faster than anything Patricia expected. Retirement party to social media to local news to national news. Within 48 hours. By Christmas Eve 2008, it's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Biggie Smalls secretly bought out Toys R Us for Brooklyn families. CNN running it as a Christmas miracle story. BT doing special segments. NTV News covering it. The New York Times writing a feature. Everyone covering it. Everyone stunned. Everyone understanding something new about the man behind the legend. About who Christopher Wallace really was when nobody was watching. Reporters track down families. Some of them. The ones they can find after 13 years. The mother with a daughter who wanted the Barbie. She's 43 now. Works as a nurse. Her daughter is 19. In college. Studying to be a teacher. They both remember that day. Remember the announcement. Remember the miracle. Remember thinking it couldn't be real. I thought we were dreaming. I thought it was a mistake. Someone would realize and take it all back. But we got that Barbie, the Dream House, and 5 more Barbies, and a bike, and board games, and stuffed animals, and everything. My daughter's face that Christmas morning. I'll never forget it as long as I live. Pure joy, pure unfiltered magic. And now I know. Now I finally know it was Biggie Smalls, the rapper, the legend. He gave that to us. He gave that moment to my baby. And I never got to say thank you. She's crying. Grateful tears 13 years late. Tears that should have been shed in 1995, but couldn't be because she didn't know who to thank. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you for seeing us. Thank you for caring. Thank you for making that Christmas magical. Thank you for giving my daughter a memory she'll carry forever. The father with the sons. He's 51 now. His sons are 21 and 23, both in college. That was the moment I realized the world had good people in it, that strangers could care, that magic was real, and it was Biggie. Man saved Christmas for my family and never wanted credit. That's not just generosity, that's grace. 206 families, most never found, never knowing who saved their Christmas, just living their lives, carrying the memory of the day everything was free, the day magic was real, the day someone they'll never know decided they mattered. And that's the story. December 22nd, 1995, for 17 p.m. Toys R Us on Flatbush Avenue. A man who remembered being poor, being disappointed, being the kid who put toys back, who grew up, made it, got rich, got famous, and decided to use that power for 2 hours of magic. 206 families, $73,000, zero credit, just Christopher Wallace being who he really was when nobody was watching, when there were no cameras, no press, no benefit except knowing he changed Christmas for 206 Brooklyn families who deserved magic and couldn't afford it. That's Biggie. That's the truth. That's the legacy nobody knew for 13 years.